Alright, so today we're going to be installing the last OEM BMW X6 trailer hitch available in the US on our very own X6. So this won't be an expensive DIY, but the gist of it is that you got to remove the rear bumper, remove the crash bar, bolt the trailer hitch on, loop the wiring through, and then plug a bunch of stuff into this fuse box. This car's already pre-wired, so all we're doing is plugging in everything. We're not really going to have to tap into anything. So to remove the bumper, again, pretty simple. You're taking out the plastic push rivets on this fender flare until you can pop it off, because there's an 8mm under here. You're also taking off a couple more down here, which is this here, then this down here, and back here, just so the bumper can come off. Before you take the bumper off, you're also going to have to take the headlight off, which is to pop out these two plastic pieces and then unscrew the headlight from inside, which I believe is just 3, 8, or 10 mils. Pop out the tail light, and everything is good to remove the bumper. Since this has PDC also, I'm going to be taking off this middle skid plate, 2 screws here, and then I'm going to be reaching up behind it to unplug all the wiring from behind, so when I take everything off, it's nice and easy, none of the wires get snagged. Because this is the OEM trailer hitch, we are going to be cutting this right here, and I decided to go with the OEM versus like a Kurt or a hidden hitch because that ATC trailer is pretty tall, and I want as much trailer hitch height as possible. And additionally, the toe or the tongue rating on this thing is pretty low and pretty specific. If you look at this right here, 600 pounds thereabouts, but you only get 8 inches of ball mount length and 1 inch rise max. So because this is what the factory says, I don't know, and then the Kurt ones hang even lower, the leverage is going to be even worse. This to me is the best choice. Anyways, let's get to it. I'll show you a mid progress shot and then we'll button everything up. Okay, so we are midway through with everything. Bumper's off, the stock crash bar is off, hitch is on, and the wiring is run through the OEM hole. So as you can see, you have your vacuum actuator for the exhaust flap, and that was going through this left hole. I had to remove it. I took its old grommet off, cut a slit in the original grommet for the PDC. This car does not have comfort access. Looped it through, and I just have to seal this thing up. So what I found with OEM BMW, when they wrapped all the stuff with electrical tape, underneath that there's some butyl sealant. So I caught a little bit of butyl sealant here. I'm gonna put that around the tube, and then I'm gonna wrap it around with electrical tape after everything is cleaned up. The harness comes with all the clips, so it's really easy to actually secure it to the car. You can see down there too. And it's a 7-pin plus a 4-pole, so that's real nice. Let's see what else there is to do. I'm gonna do this wiring in the car last, again, like fuse box and all that stuff. The instructions are all over the internet, so I'm not gonna even go over how to do it. I did find out that let's see, where is it? No. So there is a 4-pin plug for the brake controller somewhere on this harness, and I guess that's the male or female side. BMW does give you the opposite side to connect to your trailer wiring harness in this kit, so you don't have to search through a real OEM or anything to find that plug and the terminals. So that is a really nice thing. The last thing is cutting the bumper. So it looks like this is where the hole is for the trailer hitch. So what I'm going to do is clean this stuff off, outline it, then take this plastic underguard off, and then you can cut that out so you can put your bumper on with a perfect slot for your tow hitch. That's all I really got. Let's take a look at the remaining parts. So again, here's the 4-pin for the brake controller. Again, there's more stuff that I have no clue what it's for. Here's the trailer module, and some zip ties and fuses for the fuse box. And the neat thing, when you get the full kit, you also get the plug, or I don't even know what you call it, the insert for the ball mount when you're not using a ball mount, which is pretty neat. I've never had one before, never even bothered, but there you go. Alright, so we got everything completed. This was cut out by hand. I did not follow any type of template, I just kind of eyeballed it, so that's why this side has a little bit more exposed than you really need, but whatever. Here's the sticker. So the hitch itself says 592, but the BMW sticker says 600, so it's within a couple pounds. That's all good. Cool. And the only thing left to do is wire and everything to the fuse box. And for those curious, I did measure from the ground to the top of this hitch, and it's 17 1/4. So I don't think it's enough for the ATC, but we will get to that point when we start towing with it. Brake controller wise, I'm going to be using a Kurt Echo in-dash one, or under-dash, so I'm going to mount it right in here. And that's all there is. So thank you guys for watching. Comment if you have any questions.